I wanted to get your reading, someone trained in psychology, about this line that your uncle delivered on Saturday, which to me seems to be boiling it all down to its most basic essence, the essence of the Trumpian message, where he said to his crowd in Georgia, "We are all victims. Everybody here, all these thousands of people here tonight, they are all victims, every one of you."
It's one of the most extraordinary things about Donald is he has always considered himself somebody who has never been treated properly, even though he's one of the most privileged people on the planet from the time he was born. He was born into great wealth. He had everything at his disposal. He was entirely supported for his entire life by his parents and then the media and now the Republican Party. So his politics of grievance are pretty grotesque. However, he is attempting to strike a chord with his audience, which also considers themselves a victim of an unfair system and of, I guess, some liberal Democratic conspiracy. The truth of the matter is they're all Donald's victims, and it's a way for him to flex his power and demonstrate the control he has over the people he is deliberately misleading.
There's a question, I guess it's a social psychology question, in this conversation he's having with his followers there, because he's gone from telling them that they are winners and he's the greatest winner in the world. That's all he does, and telling them they're going to get tired of winning. It was winning, winning, winning. And he switches that now in his very first public speech, really, after losing the election, by saying, "We are all victims." How would a social psychologist explain the way the crowds are processing that switch?
Well, I'm not a social psychologist, so I'll do my best.
Yeah.
I think that these people are so invested in the myth that is Donald Trump that they will follow him to the ends of the earth, they will follow any argument he makes, no matter how contradictory, no matter how hypocritical, because without him, what are they? He has taken the politics of grievance, and I hate to give him credit for anything, but he's taken it to an art form, and they are right there with him, feeling just as aggrieved on his behalf, but also on their own.
Does that Axios reported vision of Inauguration Day read as possible to you, that Donald Trump will fly off on Air Force One to Florida in the morning, of course, not go to the inauguration, which I've always said he won't do, but then have a rally in Florida at noontime at the same time as the inauguration?
Absolutely. I agree with you. It's much more likely that he counter-programs the inauguration in some melodramatic way than it is that he shows up, because, again, showing up would mean conceding something that he's never going to concede. It is, though, incumbent upon us, no matter what he does, no matter how extravagant and ridiculous his stunt, that we ignore him and pay attention to what's important, which is the incoming administration and what they are going to do to help us get out of the messes that Donald has put us in.